Good evening, President-designate LaShawn. I am Pauline Clark, President of the Stony Hill Club. With me are 3 other members, and more members from our club will be joining shortly. I just want to take this opportunity to wish you all the very best, to congratulate you on your 2nd year, and we're looking forward to great things from you.
Thank you. Yay, 2 years old. All right, is there anyone else visiting from 23 Central?
Yes, PD LaShawn.
Good evening.
This is IPP Michael from the Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew, and currently we only have 4 members online, but I'm sure before the meeting ends, that number will more than double.
Okay, okay, IPP, and we know that number will double, probably triple. We're having faith. All right, are there any other Kiwanis Club, 23 Central? Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, President-designate Robert from Kiwanis Club of St. Andrew. Currently online, there are 3 of us. Expect to have more members online, but I bring one warm welcome from West St. Andrew, and also to congratulate you on your 2 years, and I know there'll be many more.
Thank you, PD. Thank you, PD. Yes, it will be more. Are there any other clubs visiting from 23 Central? Please remember too, if there's any other addition to your members, you can type that in the chat. It will be greatly appreciated. Okay, do we have any SLP clubs visiting with us this afternoon, this evening? Any SLP clubs visiting with us?
I see Morton Bay in the house.
Come on, Morton Bay, come on. Morton Bay, don't be shy.
Good evening, everyone. I am President Peter Gay, the president for the Morant Bay High School Key Club. I just want to wish you a happy anniversary on behalf of our club. I want to thank you for the support and guidance that you have given to us. I wish you all the best in the years to come and a countless amount of blessing and prosperity in your future endeavors. And as a Morant Bay High School student, I leave with you, carpe diem, seize the opportunity.
Wow. Thank you so very much, President Peter Gay. Thank you. Are there any other SLB clubs? Okay, so we'll move on. Are there any friends of Kiwanians visiting with us this evening? Any friends?
Yes, Secretary LaShawn, thank you. I won't name them, but thanks to all and welcome to all the persons especially invited by me or on this evening. Thank you for coming.
Okay, all right, Press. Okay, so we'll move to apologies and lateness. Do we have any apologies and lateness of any member? Okay, so we'll move on. Over to you, DS Paulette.
Thank you so very much. I see that your sponsoring clubs are in the house and they are celebrating with you. And as the evening progresses, we will hear more from them. I'm sure it's going to be making strides moving forward. We're going to be having fun. LG Rosemary, I know what a busy person you are, and we're so blessed that you could be on with us this evening, so I won't tarry. Let's hear from you.
Thank you very much, dear Paulette. Yes, I'm doing double duty today. But I'm here, President Cheryl, KITO, Governor Jim, other distinguished Kiwanians, fellow Kiwanians, SLP and guests, good evening to all. Let me also specially recognize the following Kiwanians with us this evening. LGED Desmond, carrying a different title today, but that's one of the titles he has as well too. And I'm so looking forward to when he takes on, drop the D and takes on the role fully. PDT Ralston, I've seen him in the audience. Dale G. Joe, Dale G. Willie, Dale G. Keith, my advisor. I also want to give a special shout out to the Changemaker presidents from Division 23 Central that I'm seeing. So happy you're here supporting President Cheryl and her club today. Also want to say a special hello to President Peter Gay. Such an excellent greeting a while ago. I'm so very proud to have you as our newest SLP club in the division. I really give hearty congratulations to President Cheryl and 23 CSO on that move. But as I sit here bringing greetings, it's really, really hard for me to imagine that 2 years has passed so quickly in the midst of the pandemic, in the midst of all that we're going through. Can you imagine? 2 years, 23 CSO was formed. Even more amazing has been the growth and the development of this club. When you look at the impact that they're having, the lives that has been changed, all I can say, President Cheryl, is this club, little, but on a talawa. All right? Our division is extremely proud of the achievements of this club. 23 CSO was chartered during the onset of COVID-19. But let me share that this did not dampen the spirit to serve. Its members are certainly soared. You can say that every member found their purpose when they joined this club. Their passion for service was lit and shone brightly. They banded together, and as one people, they made service during this time so much fun, so exciting, and so impactful. They did not think about how daunting it was to move all their service online, their activities online, what they were doing in a different manner. That did not stop them from being impactful. That did not stop them from changing lives. It was instead a time for them to serve together. Amazing. And I do believe that 23 CSO truly exemplified the division theme for this year: purpose, passion, people. I congratulate President Cheryl for taking the baton and leading her team and the members of this club such that they have emerged even stronger during this year, creating a pathway for excellence in service and membership engagement. I also extend congratulations to every member of 23 CSO, because none of what have been achieved could have been achieved if it was not done as teamwork, as a group of persons, Kiwanian, working together, focused on the vision of changing our world, one child, one community at a time. I wish for this club continued success, greater achievement, as you continue to pour in our children, serving them and others in need, making strides, moving ahead from strength to strength. Well done, Kiwanians. While I will not be able to stay with you for the entire program, I will log off and join again on my phone for as long as I can. I do want to wish you all the best for this evening's proceeding. I know you're going to have a wonderful, wonderful time. And again, happy anniversary, 23 CSO. I look forward to seeing the impact that your club will make in the years ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, LG. And as I said, I'm aware of your schedule. It's not a little unlike mine, but have fun even as you work. It's about fun and fellowship and about service. And the person to tell us about this service is none other than our Governor, Jim Scott, as he brings greetings on this occasion for 23 and to 23 CSO. Thank you, Governor Jim. Welcome.
Thank you very much, DS Paulette, and it's great to be with you this evening. I'm going to start off by really just saying all protocols observed. There are many people that should be recognized this evening. And so to LG Rosie, to Trustee Hope, to President Cheryl, it's great to be here, as I mentioned earlier, and I just want to congratulate our club this evening for what you have achieved in your first years of being with us. It's absolutely terrific. I want to spend a few moments and let you know about how our club and district have been doing so far this year. Where do we actually stand when it comes to our membership at present as a district. And we are presently at 502 net members. And what I mean by net membership is if we take those that have come in since October the 1st of 21 and deduct those that have left, it gives us a net number of 502. To get there, we actually had to bring in around 800 new members. Now that is some achievement, let me tell you. Our total district membership is actually 8,132, and we have 3 months to go until the end of our Kiwanis year. And we know from what we refer to as, well, what I refer to as a rule of thumb, we know that we generally lose around 2% of our membership. So that would be around 150 people. And why do people leave at the end of the year? For 3 reasons. First off can be health. Some of us get sick, some of us are unable to make the meetings, etc. The number 1 reason is actually people move from one district to another district. And the 3rd reason is that people find they're just not getting as much out of the meeting as maybe they had in the past. Now, 1 and 2 reason we can't do anything about. People get sick, we realize that. People move from one city, one community to another. But the number 3 reason we can all do something about, because it's not just your executive, it's each and every one of us who have to do something as we bring our community, our club together, and to allow them to feel that they are getting achievement and excitement out of the meetings. So we all have a role to play, is the best way I can say that. Now, when it comes to your club growth, since October the 1st, you started the year with 22 members, and I noticed now that you're up to 28 members. So that's 6 new ones. That's a fantastic contribution. It really is. One thing that we actually know about Kiwanis is club growth is so important. And when it comes to the number of clubs, we presently have 11 new clubs in our district. And I know when I talk to the membership and engagement group, they tell us that they feel they can probably hit the 15 mark on new clubs. And what we find is that by bringing in 20 or 25 new members at a time, it's actually easier and takes a little less time than doing it 1 member at a time. So I just encourage you not just to think of your own club as far as new growth during the remainder of the year, but secondly, what about the possibility of fostering and bringing in new clubs as well? We can certainly use that. Now, when it comes to service projects, now that you're getting started and you're getting involved, I'm sure you're thinking about more and more new service projects as you move forward. And when it comes to that, we know that Kiwanians around the world do about 180,000 service projects a year. I'll just say that again, 180,000 service projects a year. That accounts to about 19.5 million hours of service. And during that period of time, many of us have the opportunity to bring in dollars depending on the type of projects that you're involved in. But if we were to add it up through our whole district, we're talking here about millions of dollars that come in that can go back into your community. That is impressive. That's fantastic. Our mission is we are a global organization of volunteers who are dedicated to improving the world, one child and one community at a time. As your club moves forward, you'll be providing that positive influence into your own particular area so that one day all children are going to wake up in a community that truly believes in them, that nurtures them, and provides the support that they need to thrive. That is an awesome task. I applaud you as Kiwanian volunteers for taking this challenge, as kids need Kiwanis, and Kiwanis certainly need you. While you work toward the goals that your club has set, remind yourselves, just as we have just heard a moment ago, to have fun and to get together when you're getting together with your service projects or at your meetings. Laughter and fellowship, that's what brings people back week after week because they want to get together and have fun. They tell others about it. It's infectious, and everybody wants to be part of that. I just mentioned very quickly, we have our district convention coming up in Fredericton in a couple of months' time in the third week of August, August 18th to 20th. I'm happy to tell you that we're pretty well sold out for that. There's been a great turnout, people signing up. So if you're looking for a holiday, if you're able to get away and do something a little different, you might want to come to Fredericton, New Brunswick. It's in the Maritimes, beautiful, beautiful area. But more importantly, the committee that has been pulling this together have just done a terrific job, absolutely terrific. And I know you'll have a great deal of fun there. So before they bring out the hook and yank me off the stage, I want to say congratulations and thank you for everything that you do to help us as Kiwanians and your club and your division to emerge stronger. After 2 challenging years of the pandemic, you have proved that you have made those great strides and that you are certainly moving ahead. On behalf of the District Board of Eastern Canada and the Caribbean, we say thank you for your contributions in helping to serve the children of the world. Have a great remainder of this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. You're muted.
You're muted, DP Paulette.
Oh, yes. It happens every time. Thank you, Governor Jim, on behalf of President Cheryl and the members of 23 CSO. We really know you two have a very hectic schedule, so we are thankful for the time that you have spent with us this evening. We hope you'll stay a little longer to get a little more info, but we understand. So thank you. Now, we have a lady with us that needs no introduction, and I smiled when DLG Joe says he's from Hopewell, Hanover, and our KIT is Hope Max. She needs no introduction. She just has to enter, and we know that's her by just the sound of her voice. KIT Hope, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you very much. And not only my sound of my voice, but I'm 5 feet tall for those who haven't met me yet. So my height does attract attention as well. Master of Ceremonies, DP Paulette, President Cheryl, LG Rosie, Governor Jim, other members of the head table, members of the Kiwanis Club of 23 Central Surrey Online, Key Club President Peter Gay, other visiting Kiwanians and guests, good evening. Thank you, DLG Keith, for reaching out on behalf of the club, as I greatly appreciated the invitation to say a few words on this very special occasion. One that definitely cannot go unnoticed, as it means that despite the uncertain times over the 2 years, you have managed to continue to give of yourselves selflessly to Jamaica and to Kiwanis International on a whole, and I'm proud of you. Not many 2-year-olds have proven to be as resilient and committed as you have been, full of passion and love, with a deep sense to help those in need. I'm also taking this opportunity to share a gentle reminder of President Peter's priorities, which are to improve the club experience, to increase membership, to expand the Kiwanis youth programs, to offer educational and training opportunities, and to support the Kiwanis Children's Funds. There's also a wealth of information on the Kiwanis International website, enough to provide many resources to help us to grow and to know more about the organization. I also urge you to attend conventions, because this experience and exposure can only broaden your horizons more and more. And not only will it help you to appreciate why you said, yes, I want to be a Kiwanian, but it will help you to understand why you want to remain a Kiwanian. Not to mention the fun which is inevitable. However, like everything in life, there will be down times, but the up times far outweigh this. And after 23 years, I have had absolutely no regrets. In closing, President Cheryl and team, as you continue to make strides, as you move forward, please accept my hearty congratulations on your second anniversary. Keep our flag flying high. Continue to take care of each other and continue to have fun while you serve the children of the world. Walk good. God bless you. Stay safe and keep well. Thank you.
Okay, and I ensured I turn on my mic at this time so that because I want to tell you, KIT hope that 23 CSO, you can share with President Peter that they are expanding the youth program. They are doing the training. And as we listen to President Peter Gay and how well she spoke in the opening when she was introducing our club, we know that 23 CSO is on the right path. And now I invite President Peter Gay to bring her greetings to her parents in this time. President Peter Gay, will you turn on your camera and let us see you? Where is President? I saw her, I heard her. Oh, I saw her, I heard her. President Cheryl, where is President Peter Gay? Has she been bounced off?
My mic was muted. I don't know.
Okay.
If I don't know if you're able to see me because I'm actually out at another function. But
so we're seeing you.
Okay, seeing that it was this important to be a part of a function that has been they have been very good to us. They have paved the way. They have acknowledged us in many ways. They have done a lot of things. They have sponsored or bake sale that we had. They have done a lot of training and preparation, and to be able to celebrate and to just talk about the memories and all of the teachings and trainings and everything that they have done. I am very grateful for it. As a president, I am extremely grateful for President Cheryl, because even when I don't contact her, she is always behind me. She motivates me to continue being a president. She keeps me going. Sometimes I kind of slack off, but then when I see a message from her or just a reminder in the group or just words of encouragement, I feel very uplifted, happy and proud to know that yes, I have somebody there that no matter what, she will allow you to just feel revived, to know that yes, you can do it, and no matter what. And so tonight, I just want to again wish you a happy anniversary, second year. It is just the second year, and we're hoping for great things and all the best. Continue being the nice people that you are, because you really do a lot for me personally, and you have helped to grow me as an individual, and I'm very thankful and grateful for that. Have a good night, everybody.
Okay, so we now know why Peter Gay is president. She has so much to grow. She has grown so much because of the intervention of 23 CSO. And we know President Cheryl is the person with her team that is making that difference. And when 23 CSO was formed, President Cheryl was president for another Kiwanis club. And to tell us about this vision, we now invite LGED Desmond Bachelor to represent the sponsoring clubs at this anniversary celebrations. LGED Desmond, floor is yours.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, DP Paulette, DS Paulette. Good evening, everyone. Distinguished Kiwanians, welcome. In administrative year, let me say, I think my battery is going, and I hope that my president's computer is still on. I'm having a challenge with, 1 minute, please.
Just a sec, he's getting his charger.
Charger's here. Need a connection over there. Here's the key. Let's connect this over here.
No, this is it, this fine one
No, it's not working. It's not working. Plug that.
here. Oh, you need to plug it out?
Yeah, plug that on. Let me continue. In administrative year 2019-20, the Kiwanis clubs of Kingston, Constant Spring, Stony Hill, Friends Across Borders, and JTS collaborated greatly in the execution of service projects, and through the instrumentality of distinguished President Dominic Martin, then president of JTS, the group saw the need to extend the Kiwanis movement to St. Thomas. The COVID pandemic brought our clubs and presidents closer together. And having done a community service analysis in sections of St. Thomas, we were convinced that the need existed to form a Kiwanis club there with a focus on providing service to various communities and to strengthen the Kiwanis movement with the presence of the Kiwanis Club of St. Thomas. As the discussion regarding club formation progressed, we planned to broaden our scope to include other communities across Jamaica, as our prospective membership was drawn from various geographic areas, including Western and Southern Jamaica, which also needed Kiwanis. It did not exclude overseas membership. The Kiwanis Club of 23 Central Surrey and Line became a reality June 8, 2020, in the heart.
One sec, sorry, breaking transmission, technical difficulties. No, he was speaking.
My computer has gone. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we're hearing you.
All right, I will continue. Yes, I said Kiwanis Club of 23 Central Surrey and Line became a reality June 8, 2020, in the heart of the COVID pandemic. But our 5 sponsoring clubs were not discouraged and were determined to support this new club to fulfill its mandate. Thanks to the benefits of technology in a critical time, which through virtual club and committee meetings, 23 CSO was able to meet, plan, execute, and apprise its members of progress made. I must say that 2 of our proudest moments with 23 CSO were the painting of the ZAR Basic School on Bay Farm Road, which was greatly in need of a facelift. This brought joy to the children when they returned to school from holidays to see the transformation of their school. And I dare say, it created immense satisfaction to us Kiwanians that we made a difference in the lives of our children. The second, the Christmas children treat in Gordon Town, which benefited over 80 children and evoked much happiness, which was evident in their faces at Christmas. In closing, thanks to our founding presidents and clubs, DP Cheryl Hay of Constant Spring and the current president of 23 CSO, DP Dominic Martin of JTS, DP Latoya Latibodier of Stony Hill, DP Paulette Kirkland of Friends Across Border, and our current divisional secretary, and also now our master of ceremonies, and DP Desmond Batchelor of Kingston, the current treasurer, for their foresight, the caring spirit, and the passion to serve our children in our communities in need. Thanks also to the then Lieutenant Governor of 23 Central and now distinguished Lieutenant Governor Keith Byfield for his support and encouragement in the formation and charter of 23 CSO. Thank you. Over to you, President. Over to you, MC.
Thank you. Purpose, passion, as LG says, that's what we speak about in Division 23 Central. And we continue to serve, we continue to give of ourselves. Most persons have multiplicity of titles, but that doesn't stop us from serving at any level at all. And so we thank those who are the wind beneath our wings and help us to move along. Your members, Madam President, your supporters, your those persons who help you, your friends. So as we talk about growth and we talk about making strides and we talk about moving forward, we always need to be inspired. We always want ourselves to be placed in that space where we can say, yes, we have done it despite all the challenges. And we now share with those on the platform with us this evening an inspirational video. It's something that is going to bring us to another level, and we hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. So please, I now ask for that video to come up.
Can the time come for you to be your own man and take on the world? And you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits. And not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. You're better than that! But until you start believing in yourself, you ain't gonna have a life.
one of my favorite stars. I've watched every Rambo movies 2 times, 3 times. Sylvester Stallone. That's one of my favorite stars. So yes, you keep moving on. You keep going, and through all the challenges, you make it happen. And here we are going to now invite President Cheryl to tell us all that 23 CSO made happen. And you realize that Governor Jim is still with us. So he is also so enthralled by all that is happening. He's keeping it with us this evening. We thank you so very much, Governor, and KIT Hope, for staying here with us, staying here with us. Yes. President, over to you.
Thank you, DP Paulette. Good evening, everyone, and welcome again. A Chinese proverb says, "Be not afraid of going slowly. Be only afraid of standing still." It is also said, a little progress each day adds up to big results. Distinguished Kiwanians online, specially invited guests, Kiwanians, SLPs, friends, members, a pleasant good evening to you all. Making strides, moving forward. Today, 23 Central Surrey Online celebrates its 2nd anniversary. And despite the many challenges, we have much to celebrate. Our parents gave birth to us 3 months into the COVID-19 pandemic. We had our first meeting a month later. Fellow Kiwanians, starting a new operation of any kind is difficult in normal times. So you can imagine our struggles in this abnormal time. For most, it was reorganizing and restructuring what you already knew and was familiar with. For us, we had to first learn to become a team, to build synergy, to learn the strengths and weaknesses of each team member and how to communicate effectively, an immense task. 20 members, 15 of whom were pretty much strangers to each other and had never met except online, had to do this and do it quickly. Immediately. 90% of the team members were learning on the job. Mistakes and errors were a common way of life. But like the phoenix, from the ashes we arose. With every mistake, we gained knowledge and strength. Every failure became an opportunity. Team 23 CSO slowly started making strides and moved forward. A little progress each day, each week, each month. Today, we're realizing big results. Team 23 CSO had one goal: to serve our children, our community, by not focusing on the quantity, but the quality of service we gave, ensuring they were meaningful, impacting, and sustaining. Since our birth, we have undertaken many and varied projects, including the feeding of the homeless, a joint project with the Outreach and Care Committee of the Hope United Church, a Christmas treat for over 80 children in the Gordontown community, jointly with the Gordontown Citizens Association and the Police Community Safety and Security Branch, several donations of reading books and school supplies, distribution of hygiene and sanitary items, donation of masks, Safer Sex Expo, joint with the Red Cross, Kingston and St. Andrew branch, assistance to the fire victims, again joint with the Kingston and St. Andrew branch of the Jamaica Red Cross, an ongoing recycling plastic bottles project, refurbishing of a basic school playground and painting parts of the school, several donations of food packages and clothing, assistance with credit to assist online learning, literacy and numeracy project with SLPs, and the list goes on. Ladies and gentlemen, this meeting would never end if I were to say all we have done. We have also done fundraisers in the form of movie night, cake sale, fish fry, benefit play, sale of cancer pins, to name a few. Our most recent and proudest undertaking of all is the formation of the Morant Bay High School Key Club, and boy, have they hit the ground running. We're also extremely proud to say all our financial obligations have been met to date, and the club finances are in the black. Our focus is on the retention of our members. And so we have several activities geared towards membership engagement, including our quarterly club line. Fellow Kiwanians and guests, as Frederick Douglass posits, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. As we look to our 3rd anniversary and beyond, we commit to providing distinguished service to the children of the world, one child, one community at a time, despite any adversity. We commit to incremental growth and resultant big results. We commit to turn our weaknesses into strengths and our threats into opportunities, making strides, moving forward. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to a pictorial of my report as it relates to some of the activities that we executed. So let me start sharing screen again, so you may so do.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We all a part of God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need. Beyond the world, beyond the children, beyond the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
listening and viewing.
So yes, KIT Hope, we heard the passion, the purpose, and the pride in President Cheryl's voice as she reported, making a difference, impacting the children. That's 23 CSO. So this, as we move into the program, we have someone who's going to speak to us about how we improve the lives of our children. And I now invite Secretary-designate Peter Gay to do the introduction of our guest speaker. Secretary-designate Peter Gay.
Thank you, DP Paulette. Good evening, fellow Kiwanians and guests. The honor is mine to introduce our guest speaker for this evening, Ms. Keisha Carr. Ms. Keisha Carr is the Chief Executive Officer of the National Parenting Support Commission, a body corporate and agency of the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. She's responsible for setting the strategic direction of the entity through public/private funding for the development and sustainability of programs that promote parental involvement in schools. Each program aims to foster effective parenting skills. She's charged to advance issues that relate to parenting to the Honorable Minister of Education to promote policy and legislative reform. Ms. Carr is an astute networker, thought leader and influencer, a strong collaborator and bridge builder, a consensus builder and a developer of staff. She also has a commitment to social and cultural responsiveness. She has 25 years of service in education. She was a part of the Education System Transformation Program team, where she ascribed a linear, targeted approach in support of parents and vulnerable population of students, and provided leadership and accountable systems for principals and teachers. Ms. Carr is sustained by her growth mindset and prides herself as a lifelong learner. She holds a Master of Arts degree in Education Administration and Supervision and a Bachelor of Arts in Special Education, having studied at Western Carolina University. She also completed a range of courses at Virginia State University, Nova Southeastern University, and Stanford University. Her latest research interest is in public policy, examining the will for social inclusion. She's a director of the Jamaica Social Investment Fund Board, a member of the National Gender Advisory Council, and also devotes her time to myriad of national committees. She's a champion of children's rights, an advocate for social inclusion, volunteerism, and school and community development. She's also a motivational speaker and a strong believer in the possibilities and greatness of all human beings. She has one child, a son, who she believes is her greatest teacher. She enjoys long leisurely drives, word games, and quality time with her family and friends. She also has an interest in languages and has been trying to learn German and Mandarin. Fellow Kiwanians, I trust that she will have our keen attention as she seeks to present to us this evening. Thank you.
Welcome, Ms. Carr. We look forward to the interaction.
Thank you kindly for your introduction, and thank you too to President Cheryl for inviting me to your anniversary meeting. Am I being seen? My camera is on. And am I being heard?
We're
Hello?
seeing your background. Yes, we're hearing you.
Okay, thank you. But you should be seeing me as well. I don't know what's happening, but in any case, thank you so much for having me. I don't know what that glitch is. I'm here to speak to you about the needs of children. Very interesting topic. What do children need? I think many times when we talk about the needs of children, we focus solely on the basic needs. We talk about love and we talk about food and shelter and so on. And should you do a survey, I suspect that those would be at the forefront of everybody's thoughts, and that's what they would share. However, I want to change the perspective this evening and talk about what children need from the perspective of a healthy parent.
Sorry.
The same.
Sorry, Ms. Carr, would you like to share a screen? You need to share a screen? Okay.
I'm just going to have a conversation with you. So there is no PowerPoint. I want this to be an intimate arrangement, though virtual. And I don't know what the glitch is, why you're not seeing me, because, but in any case, my camera is open. All right. So as I was saying before, I want to talk to you about what children need from the perspective of having a healthy parent, as opposed to looking at it from the basic needs and other needs that children have. Because in order for you to be effective in parenting, each child really needs a healthy parent. You want the parent who is going to be in a position to attend to your needs. And in order to do so, it is best when that parent comes to the to this role, his or her healthiest. So we're really talking about psychosocial health this evening. And that is a term that has been tossed around a lot, psychosocial. Everywhere you go now, you hear people talking about offering psychosocial services. So perhaps I should delve into what we mean when we talk about psychosocial health, and why is it important for parents to be psychosocially healthy? Well, the term psychosocial refers to the impact of past unresolved experiences on the 4 dimensions of self. So when you think of yourself from a psychological perspective, each person in terms of the self, you're looking at 4 dimensions. So you're looking at your mental health, your spiritual health, your social health, and your emotional health, and how past unresolved experiences impact these 4 dimensions. Now, when we talk about mental health, we're talking really about those thoughts that come to your mind that are unhealthy. What do you think about? And how these thoughts might be triggered by experiences that you would have had as a parent that you perhaps swept under the rug and never sought to deal with. In Jamaica, we tend to pray everything away. So we tell ourselves that we're very healthy because we have prayed, but even the very Bible tells us that prayer without works is dead. And so we have to now think about, where we're thinking about metacognition, we're thinking about those thoughts that come to our minds that are unhealthy and that may be triggered because they're experiences that we've had that we've never dealt with. Now, when we have thoughts that reoccur that are unhealthy, indeed, this will impact the way we behave, because much of our behavior is triggered by the things we think about. So what are those things that are affecting our mental health, our ability to move forward? Sometimes we're in positions where we become even self-sabotaging because we have these unresolved experiences and we have these negative